We got our trusty taxi driver here. What's your name?
Ledvan.
Ledvan?
Yeah.
Ledvan. It's like a spaceship. See that structure over there just tilting off in itself. Momer? Erkan? I like that name. I like the name. You guys live back here? Yeah. This is cool. Wow. Will you look at that? All right. Well, it is our second day in Cappadocia. I'm lazy. I started the day late. I did yesterday too. It's 3 p.m. Got a big day planned tomorrow. Gonna do some exploring outside of the main attractions and got a nice road trip planned, but that's for another time. Today, I've decided to, even though it's a little later in the day, I decided to get my blood flowing and go to a hike in Zemi Valley. That's where I'm going, Zemi Valley. Not sure, I don't think it's too touristy. I don't expect a lot of people to be up there. I know there's some ancient ruins and whatnot up there too, and thought I can't just sit around all day when I'm sitting in Cappadocia. I should go explore. So that's what we're doing. We're headed to Zemi Valley. Looks like we're going through a little bit of a town area here. So I'll show you guys a little bit of my journey to the trailhead even. Definitely have some backpackers and hikers coming through. A lot of chilling going on as well. It's hot. I'd say it's probably around 84 degrees. I waited till the heat of the day. It was 65 earlier this morning, but I couldn't get myself motivated, so we must deal with the heat. Here's a school in Cappadocia. I think it might be one of the only ones. And not Cappadocia, it's I should say Göreme, because Cappadocia is the whole region. Kind of back in nearby, like one of the main tourist hubs again. So off to Zemi Valley. Excited to do a hike that I've never done before. Okay, I got a different hat and we are headed to the valley to do a hike. We got just enough sunlight, I think, to make it through. When we're done, there's gonna be no taxis to get us back. So even after we get through the hike, we have to hike back down. But if we're lucky, by that time it might be sunset and we might be hiking back down around sunset with another little good view. So to save time, I got a taxi to the trailhead. So just figured I'd share with you that. We got our trusty taxi driver here. What's your name?
Ledvan.
Ledvan?
Yeah.
Ledvan. So taxis for the win in Cappadocia or Göreme. They come in handy, especially if you're trying to explore different regions quickly. I thought I'd show you a little bit of the drive from Göreme to the trailhead, just for fun. I saw a sign up here. It looks like they have campgrounds of some sort up in here. So if you like these adventures and that I'm doing in Turkey and you're watching this video, I've got some other ones that I did before this. So this will be probably my second Cappadocia region one. And then I had a 7-day stint in Istanbul, so check those out. And also, if you're watching this, stay tuned. It might be out already, or I'm not sure, but I'm doing a road trip to Göbekli Tepe and Gaziantep, and hopefully up to Mardin. So look out for those videos as well. Like and subscribe. Hit your notifications button. You know, I kind of wing it. Sometimes I tell stories of people. Sometimes I'm going to ancient places. I'm not really a historic guide or an archaeologist or anything like that, but I like to go to these places when I'm here and give a little bit of a brief history and show you guys those places through my eyes. So that's all what I'm doing. It's kind of raw, you know, just kind of winging it. So if you like that, keep following me. I saw this town or this village yesterday from the sunset point. You can see this one in the distance, and I was wondering if I could get close to it, and that answer would be yes. I almost stayed in this village, but I didn't, so it's nice to come here and see it. So now we're in Uçhisar, which is how you get to the Zemi Valley trailhead, the starting point, I think. So now we're in Uçhisar, which is another town you can stay in if you're in the Cappadocia region. It's a little quieter, still touristy, but not as much. It has a whole different vibe to it, so it's an option if you're thinking of, you know, staying in the area. Definitely less people, so if you're into less people, this might be for you. Looks like we got an adventure mobile there, Land Rover. Love to have one of those things in Turkey. I'd be everywhere. And also looks like Pigeon Valley's here too. Is this Pigeon Valley or Zemi Valley?
Here's Pigeon Valley.
We're supposed to be going to Zemi Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's two different valleys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Got scared there for a minute. I thought I was in the wrong place. My bad. So, Pigeon Valley, is another popular place to go and check out. If you are going to go there, you can realize that Zemi Valley is right near Pigeon Valley. I think we're doing Pigeon Valley tomorrow. Looks like they got some camel rides you can take down into there. Oh, that's the entrance?
Yeah. If you want, I will turn it here.
Please.
If you want, you can walk in.
We can turn around. We'll go around.
Also, this time space.
Not too, yeah. It's safer that way. These look like grapes, wineries, grapes. Okay, yeah. So they have some grape orchards there. All right, we made it to the entrance, so we got to pay our taxi driver. You can keep it. It's okay. So this will take me back to the open air museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just straight shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If you need taxi.
Okay. Thank you very much. I probably might. I might be tired. Okay. See you.
See you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, don't see anybody else out here. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll run into anybody. But here's the trailhead. This is where you start. Yesterday, I saw where you finish, and I thought that's where the starting point was, but this wasn't. This is where you start. I'd rather go down than up, I think. So, yeah. Anybody's interested? This is it. Probably need a taxi drive like I did here. And supposedly it is a moderate type hike. So we will see. It's a little chilly. Wind's blowing pretty good up here. Wow. Here's the start of the trailhead. To start it, it's pretty straight down and a little sketch. I'm gonna put my camera down until I get a little bit more to the bottom, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so the start of that trail's, you gotta be careful. It's kind of straight down and, you know, loose gravel and rock. So I even got in my butt to hit some of it because I'm a scaredy cat. The trail at first is a little bit hard to kind of to see where we're going, but looks more like what you might think as like a dirt bike trail or something. But it's marked. I mean, you can see where you're going. And I was almost not going to do this. I was just feeling lazy today, and I'm already realizing that would have been a big regret or mistake, because I've never seen anything like this hiking. Actually have some flowers, something other than can looking. So if you do choose to do this hike, just, you know, I think it's going to be pretty moderate, but it's loose gravel, easy to kind of slip around on. And supposedly there are cave houses that are actually in here too. And of course there's already 2 different paths that I don't know which one to go to. So yeah, let's see. So can be confusing. I mean, I think I'm going the right way. It is kind of moderate, but there are some big steps and some loose gravel to be careful on through here. Definitely would call it moderate. No, not easy. I mean, if you're somewhat of an experienced hiker, you're going to be fine. So I wonder what some of these waffle markings are. I'm guessing to create airflow to the units. So no real markings on which way to go from here. I see a trail kind of going that way. Ah, okay, I got nervous there for a minute. So, I saw some signs, but you kind of got to be curious and check it out. And I'm not even so sure that this is the right path. So hopefully we see a sign upcoming that lets us know we're on the right path. That would be nice. So, as long as I'm I feel like as long as I'm seeing the caves, that we're good, because I think that's what this whole hike's about. If I start going inward a little bit more, then here's some kind of machinery above. There is a road up there. Not sure what they're doing. It's fun exploring a new place. Sometimes it's a little intimidating too. Out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's no one here. Literally. All the tourists are back in Göreme, and I'm out here wandering around. I kind of think that's cool. These formations, they almost look just like they're just like sand dunes, but they're not. They're solid. It's amazing. Whoever the first person was that was like, we should build houses out of these things. Good for them. A lot of myths on who the first people were to move into these areas. The Byzantines definitely settled in here, I read. But before then, it's thought that the Hittites were here. And there was another civilization before them that started with an H, the Hittites or something like that, or the Haitians. And then even before then, there was another culture that they thought might have been here as well. So we know the Byzantines really settled into the area. These civilizations kind of took turns chasing each other around. I don't think it's really clear on who was here first. There's mystery around it. Some, of course, believe that it was aliens who done it. I don't know about that. I'm all into the whole alien thing, but this just kind of seems primitive. Really just makes for a cooler experience when no one's here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of eeriness to it, but that's what makes it kind of fun. There was two paths, so I guessed on the one closer through the walls. So this trail through here is just enough to kind of get by. So I think I should have probably, I took a risk. I should have brought a backpack with some more supplies and stuff just in case. You never know when you get stuck overnight. A jacket could have really helped out with that, but wow, look at this. It's a huge cave. Cool. Just straight cool. Man, I love this kind of stuff. And if you're still watching, I thank you for joining me. It means a lot to me. You know, I quit my job basically and started doing travel videos. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going to do the things that I like to do and trying to be creative and interesting. So if you find this stuff interesting, then I really appreciate you. You're my type of peoples. To another cave now. Well, maybe not a cave, but oh, look at there. There's like a little passageway in there. Wonder if this was just made that way or naturally made that way. It's nice coming through these tunnels because it's nice and cool. It's like a reprieve, and it's not really that hot today. I mean, not down here where there's a lot of coverage. It's quite nice. I mean, these structures, they just look like art. You know, nature, Mother Nature, God, whatever you want to call that. I don't want to be spiritual or religious right now. It's not my intent on this channel, but whatever you chalk this creation up to, you have to admit it's amazing. Nature is amazing. You know, when I started doing this, wow, let's go over here. Let's go up here, a little off the beaten path. We'll try not to get lost. Whoa, holy cow, where even am I? Looks like a spaceship. Look at that structure over there just tilting off in itself. Wow. Incredible. So I'm starting to see why people think aliens made this stuff. Now, if I had more time, I would go journey this way and try to get back into there. It feels like that's a nice kind of like a power spot. That's what I call them. I'm getting called to that area, but the sun is already starting to flirt around with going down. So I'm not gonna mess around. But I wanna go that way. But I don't think that's the actual way toward the end of the trail. So we're gonna be responsible today. I tell you, this place would be very interesting to spend a night at. And I think you easily could. I mean, there's caves, there's coverage, there's not many people. You know, it's not a crazy hike to get here. You get dropped off. It's only, I think, maybe 4 kilometers back. So it would be doable. I don't know if it's forbidden, but again, one of the coolest things about this hike is there's places to stop and have coverage and cool off. Okay, so we got a sign. So, for 4,300 meters. So we've got a few miles to go. What is that, 4,300 meters? About 12,000 feet or so. So under 3 miles, maybe. If my math is mathin'. I don't know if I went the right way. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Some water been through here. It's muddy and a lot of flies. Not my favorite part. And I would guess that, oh, it's low, it's real low. You gotta get real low. Hi. I would guess if I was gonna see lizard people, it would have been then. Wow. We are right up on some caves. And you can see some markings. I don't know if that's really new or old. In there. It's like a cube. And then there's like a wall here and some more mounds here. I just get the feeling that there was like a little community in here. You almost get a feeling that people kind of just spent time there. Yeah, so, well, this is nice and confusing. Zemi Valley this way, Zemi Valley that way. Okay. Don't really know. What that's about. A little more info would be good. Well, there's 2 different ways to go. This looks like a road. Not sure. Maybe they both went to the same place. Nothing like 2 signs in the middle of nowhere that you have to choose from. We're gonna go this way. This is like another planet down here. If you dropped me off here and said, hey man, you're in another planet, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I can respect that. Makes sense, that adds up. So now I just hope I'm going the right way, because it's unclear. Thought I heard something. This is the type of place that, like, if something mystical was gonna happen to you, maybe it would be here. I don't know. Portal opens up. Something like that. Something like that. So I was wondering yesterday how they grew food because it seems so arid, but I'm back in this area and there's definitely places that you can grow food. That could be a garden. Oh, I see civilization. Some people with scooters. I'm not the first person to come back here. Hopefully these people are cool. Hello.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
How are you today?
I'm very good. How about you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Good. Can I come say hi?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm doing a YouTube channel. Met some people living back here. I have video. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay, hi. Am I going the right way?
yeah,
Go. Is it good this way?
yeah, of course.
Okay. Hi, I'm Eddie.
Hi, I am Muammer.
Momer?
Muammer. Erkan.
Erkan? I like that name. I like the name. You guys live back here?
Yeah?
This is cool.
Yeah.
This place is awesome. I didn't know anybody lived back here.
Live back?
You live. You stay here.
Yeah.
Cool place. Very nice. Can I video a little bit? Sure. I would. So these guys are living back here. So cool. Man, don't want to go in there, but they got their cooking spot here. Those maybe look like beehives. So, stove. They got their dirt bikes, checking it out. So cool. Huh? Well, thank you. I just wanted to say hi.
Okay.
So, you guys have a good day.
Good day.
Thank you very much. Let's keep going this way, yes?
This way.
Okay. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, that's cool. I mean, these guys are living back here. I wonder if it's like free to do. I mean, I know a lot of people, even that I know in my circle, that if they could live back here, like they got their own gardens, water, irrigation systems coming through, plants. They got their dirt bikes to get back and forth. It's not that far of a hike in, really, if you had to. I know a lot of people in my circle who would love to live back here like this. I mean, I would even consider it. Now, if I had more time, I might have sat down and spoke with them. A lot of what I like to do is hang out with people and do people stories. And those guys seem like the perfect type. Even without even with the English, you know, the language barrier, still would have been cool to do. But because we're just have enough time for daylight, I wasn't able to stop in. I thought about it though. But hope to do a little bit more of that. Spending time with people as I get more into the rural areas of Turkey. Even with the language barrier, I'm gonna find a way to spend time with more people one-on-one, even if I have to beg them, let me in, cook me some food, make me some tea. It's the only problem with, you know, not speaking the language is I can't go full deep into conversation mode or curiosity mode. Back to the hike. It's good that we got confirmation that we're going the right way too. Okay. So another confirmation that we're kind of going the right way. That's back the way we came. That's moving forward. So about another 12,000 feet. Still 2.5 miles or so. Check this thing out. Whoa. See, I kind of want to go back in there, but not for today. Those almost look like grape trees or vines. I don't know the proper way to say it. Whoa. There is an old tunnel through there. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But there definitely was a tunnel in there. Big enough for lizard people. Okay, a little detour. Just peek back here. So you can, there's paths you can really get back in there if you wanted to. Who knows what's back there, huh? Stay on the course, Eddie. Just came across this monstrous formation. Incredible. So I came across this little monument thing, information booth, I don't know. It says Göreme that way or churches in Göreme this way. So I don't know which is closer or which is longer, but there's some ancient churches back here. I think we should go this way. Whoa. Oh, are you kidding me? Is that like some kind of temple? There's a big hole in it at the very top. It's like, is that like an old ancient church up there? Wow. I mean, I've been to some cool places. This place is mesmerizing. I don't know if I'm going the right way, as usual. Sun's starting to come down. I usually don't start hikes if I don't know for sure that I'm not spending the night, you know. We'll be all right. Wow. You can see, from my point, carvings in there. And I'm guessing that is one of the ancient churches. I can see from here, I can see murals on the ceilings in there, as you would see in the other churches that I've seen in Cappadocia. So that must be an old church. You thought your church was old? There you have it. Old ancient church right there. And look at the forms underneath there. It's amazing. If this isn't cool, then I don't know what's cool. So we're looking at old ancient churches still. A little out of breath. In the distance there, you can see some more cave dwelling. Sarnıç Church. Found it. Holy cow. I want to come up here and camp. This is a power spot, if I've ever seen one. This is the church that we saw from below. You can see the opening right there, or on the side of it. I could maybe get lower. Let's try. Get a better view of it. I do this for you guys. It's definitely a sketchy little path out here, but if we're careful. Okay. Don't know if you can see in there, but I can, from here, you can see carvings, murals. This is the valley we just hiked through. Look at these formations. I mean, amazing. All right, well, we just got done spending time at Sarnıç Church here in this valley, and this is by far the most amazing place I've ever seen in my life. I didn't expect this today. I just got no words to explain this area. It's so special, it's so peaceful. I don't even want to leave. I wish I could stay out here for a few days. It's just miraculous with the old church and the formations and just the beautiful energy of this place. No words. No words. If you're in the Cappadocia region, or you're gonna go to the Cappadocia region, this is a must. And no one's here. No one's here. I did come across a couple. So I'm not alone now, but This is an amazing place. I've never seen any place else even come close to this. It's unmatched with the formations and the cave houses, this old church, just the vibe. It's a must do. If you're even thinking about coming, do it. So the sign said that you can keep going that way back around to Göreme, but I'm gonna go back the way that I came. I think you can go that way too. And even on the backside of this church here, so this is the backside of that same church, and there's a cave right there in the backside with some flowers growing in it and some other markings and stuff. It just stuns me when I find places like this, and I've never even found a place quite like this. I've been to some old churches and whatnot, but this is a very special place. The landscape alone is incredible. And then you mix it in with the history and some mystery. The seclusion. It's just no words really. Some more of that church. So this tops it for the most interesting church I've ever found. I wanted to keep going that one direction, but I think we're gonna go back this way. There was a sign. We had an option either to go this way to the church and then Göreme, or we had an option to keep going the other direction. So we saw the church, heading back, gonna catch that other trail. Don't know why I decided to do that. I think if I had more time, I would have went the other way. Don't even know if this way is closer or not, but. Okay, we're making our way back through here, but I don't know if we're going the right way or not because it's pretty muddy. Kind of thinking I should have stayed on the way that I was going, but we're gonna keep it trucking forward and pray that we are going the right way because it looks like we might not be. Okay, I found the trail again. There's just some really muddy parts. Not very big, but there's definitely some muddy parts. So be prepared for that if you come back here. But the good news is I think we're doing good. Yeah. And we've got about, let's see, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. We got 2 hours before the sun sets. Actually, we've got 2.5 hours. So I think we're really doing well. We should have plenty of time to get through this area and catch a sunset. Another great way to end our second day in Cappadocia. This way seems like it's more rough terrain. The other way probably would have been through the deserty area a little bit more. So just be prepared if you go the route of the churches. That's one route. If you go back and go the other way after the churches, it's not hard, but it's going to be more rough terrain. You're going to have to watch your step more. You got some muddy areas. You're going to have to climb over a few rocks. And so if you're halfway in good shape or a decent hiker, then you're good. If you're not used to hiking, I wouldn't go through here. And I'm usually doing pretty good, but I'm nursing a hurt knee. Okay. Some more cave dwellings through here. I really do get the whole alien idea thing now. I mean, it looks like this is where aliens would live or UFOs would land or something like that. It really does. Okay, update. I was walking back and heard and saw this huge dog. And he started barking kind of aggressively. I'm not big on dogs out in the middle of nowhere. Wild dogs, those big Siberian ones, no thanks. But I came across one, so I took back the other way. And then I met the couple that I met earlier. And now we're going back together as a group with sticks in case we have to fend off this wild dog. Also, a little disappointing, they were able to get into the church. I guess that back entrance, you can get inside. So she's got pictures and videos of the inside of it. I just assumed that you couldn't get up in there. That was my bad. I kind of regret not being able to get in there. So, still cool experience, but I guess you could have went inside and I didn't get it. I'm out of breath because I ran away from the dog. Okay, well, we saw the dog. Big Siberian Shepherd, but it was moved and way up on top of the rock, looking all majestic. I don't think it's gonna chase us down, but I have a fear of wild dogs, so I took off. But also, the second part of this hike is quite treacherous. A little bit more than modern hike, just because it's really slippery, rocks, weird angles. So definitely keep that in mind. I mean, I've had to get on my butt a couple times and just slide. Fell down once. Nothing major, but you know, I still consider this moderate maybe, but with some parts right now that are a little more sketch. We've been helping each other out. She's got a hurt knee too, so we've been helping get by one spot, and they've been waiting on me, so. That's where the dog was. Okay, 2,000 meters left, 6,000 feet. We're about a little more than a mile out. These nice folks are from France, by the way. I found out the south of France. I'd say we got about an hour. Ooh, almost bit it. Before sunlight ends, I should say. Hour more of sunlight. It's been great back here. Minus the, I thought I was gonna die by a big Siberian dog. That's the dog that I heard, this one. Looks like they've got some people living up here. Shack style. Somewhat reminds me of how sometimes people live in the gulches in Hawaii. Maybe these are like the Kentucky howlers. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Living off the grid. When you're out in the middle of nowhere and you start hearing big Siberian dogs bark, you get a little nervous. Or at least I do. I've been attacked by dogs out in the middle of nowhere before. It is not fun. We did it.
Yes.
Thank you. What's your names?
DJ. DJ.
DJ?
Yes.
And Christine?
Yes. And you?
I'm Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Having the time of my life here in Cappadocia. I think I mentioned this before, but I've sometimes people are like curious on why I travel alone. Well, I've even kind of been in some way made fun of or something. Like, you're always solo traveling, why don't you take anybody or this and that, or nobody will go with you. And I like traveling with people. I've had that happen, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good, but there's so much that I do that I wouldn't be able to do if I traveled with someone. And sometimes I do things and I think, man, it'd be really nice to have somebody with me right now. But, you know, like today, I don't know if somebody would want to do this today. Maybe, maybe not. So, what about you? You guys like solo traveling? Or you're traveling with a partner? Drop a comment. And also, if you think I should go somewhere and check out, drop it in the comments and I'll think about going. Also, drop in the comments, tell me where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from. All right, got about a mile left. Okay, so somehow we ventured off of the trail a little bit, went out of the way, and we decided to take a shortcut. So we're gonna take this other trail back to Göreme. I guess somehow we got off the trail, I don't know. Not sure how that happened, but this is a cool area. People are definitely living back here. And they got more of these fairy chimneys in the distance. So we're getting towards civilization. Whoa. You can see the whole valley. All those are chimneys with caves. This whole thing. Yeah. This is just one part of it. And then now we're going up even more into some behind us. So, I mean, they were everywhere. Valleys and endless amounts of these cave homes. It's not just one area in one town or something like that. I mean, we're talking about a vast region of this kind of living. Incredible. We got to go to Lover's Hill. Okay. Wow. What an adventure. I think the energy of Cappadocia literally said, guys, you guys did so good. We're going to detour you and have you end at Sunset Point. Because we weren't supposed to end here. We went a detour way. Oh my God. Look at this. Holy cow. Whoa. Wow. Will you look at that? Sometimes it pays to go the wrong way. $360. Some more views from end of our hiking. Oh man, I can't believe it. Cappadocia. Cappadocia is a must-do. Do the touristy things too. Get out there, find some hikes. Go into these valleys if you're up for it. It's an adventure that's worth it. You might get rewarded. One of the best days of my life. Oh, I needed a day like this. A nature immersion, hike, a little bit of adventure. Oh man. I feel so grateful. I feel so alive. Really. We're gonna find somewhere to relax and catch the sunset. Thanks for watching. So, for reference, you can see that city. It's the city that starts with a U. I forget. To start today, the beginning of this video probably, you'll see that I went through that town and then drove over there, off there somewhere, and started the hike. And then we hiked all the way down through this valley, deep in there, and came out all the way back up, back to Göreme, but we somehow ended up at Sunset Point. So if you know this area, what a trip, man. Basically hiked from one town to another through an ancient valley, ending at one of the best views in Cappadocia. I'm ecstatic. Seriously. Thank you, Cappadocia. I just don't know what to say. I feel so grateful.